was crazy. Like, normally you'd be happy about some shit like this, but this, it was that close. Like, I forgot a whole bar, and I jumped back into it, and I feel like that was it. And then when he started going, his shit was knocking. Like, I got his chain out of respect, and I respect him for doing it.
Welcome back to the show. Here with me now is one of the finalists from Netflix's Rhythm and Flow, Londynn B.
Hey.
Wow, and the nails are on point today.
You better know it.
Yeah,
okay.
damn, I'm a little scared. All right. That's a little intimidating, but I'm ready for you, Londynn B. Well, first, what was the experience like, and how has life been since the season finished airing?
Man, the experience was amazing.
Yeah.
Let me start there, and life has been totally different. Your life really can change in 24 hours, and it really did. So life has been completely different between music, home, writing, everything, like videos, everything is up.
It's all positive, it seems like.
It's all positive.
Well, I have to ask, where did you get the moniker Londynn B? You a fan of the city, or what's going on?
What, in Atlanta?
Just, yeah, like Londynn B, like how did it start? Like how?
I love fashion.
Okay.
So it started in London. When I grew up, I felt like London was like the capital of fashion. And I'm just like, man, I've always been a fan of fashion.
Right.
So it started there. And B just came from be bold, be brave, and be beautiful. Those are my affirmations I say in the morning. So that's what the B comes from, just to always empower myself.
I love that. What a good lesson. You recently released a new project called Reset.
Yes.
What has the response to that been like?
Crazy. We got 1.5 million streams on Spotify, so they just let us know Pandora is doing really, really great. Reset is doing very successful, so it's out now. If you haven't got it, you gotta go get it, because it just get that good when you got it.
Yeah,
and it's really good.
Reset your life and get reset immediately.
Immediately. Like, Reset definitely was one of those projects after the show. I definitely want to restart, reset, and just to tune back into myself.
And do you feel like you resetted yourself like after the show, and you feel in
Absolutely.
tune and you know more about yourself than you did maybe before the show?
Absolutely. I learned a lot about myself watching the show.
Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned about, you know, just when you're in it, let me just start there. Like, when you're in it, you don't think that you're like this mega star. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, man, I just want to rap. So for me, even going up there and speaking to the judges like T.I., Quavo, and Big Boy, it was really just a genuine conversation I was having with them. Like, I'm one of those rappers that want to have a conversation with you as I'm rapping.
Right.
So as I'm looking at myself and I realized how great I was then, unfortunately, I didn't feel that great at the time, because I felt like at the time I was in the competition. So when you're in it, you're in it.
Right.
But when you can step back and be a viewer, I'm like, wow, that was amazing.
You can see your growth.
Yeah,
that's
that was
incredible.
amazing. It took guts.
It did. It took another B word I can give you. You were actually one of the standout acts of the season. Did it ever hit you during filming that you were the only remaining female?
It did. It hit me once we got to like top 6. I think it was like top 6. That's when it hit me. And I'm like, wow. But then it's like nerve-wracking, because it's like, man, your spot is lethal. Like, they can get you out of here, because they're great too. So I'm like, man, my brothers are amazing. So it's just like we built a bond from that moment too, just connecting with them. Smoke, Troy, Flawless, I'm really, really close to them. So when it started getting close to like that top 6, Sam and Khalib, I was just really like nervous. I'm like, man, these guys are good.
Did you feel more pressure though? Not because those guys were so good, but just sort of representing female rap artists? Like, you felt the pressure?
Oh, you feel the pressure. Oh, yes, because everybody's looking at you like, so you know you got to kill every challenge from this point forward, right? like, you know you got to write now, right? And then the process of it is just every 3 days, you got to do it. So it took a lot of endurance, strength, and confidence.
When you started the show, did you ever think you were going to make it this far?
No.
Really? So
No.
you were learning along the way?
I was, every day. Every challenge challenged me to be better. That's what made the commitment to it so great, because I don't want to commit to something I can't grow from.
Of course, of
and
course.
that right there, because I was only doing music for 3 years, so that little moment right there was just kind of like, give it all you got, go home. And I didn't want to go home, so.
Killing it, girl.
Or if I did, it better be on the season finale, okay?
Yeah, right.
I don't need no more episodes after this.
Yeah, right, you're like, I'm done,
I'm done, okay?
Drop mic, I'm out.
Drops mic.
Exactly.
But I was excited.
Well, Rhythm and Flow was unlike a lot of other music competition shows. You all had to do rap battles and songs based on samples, even collab with known artists. What was it like to perform with Teyana Taylor?
Amazing.
Yeah?
For one, like, the energy is crazy, because my energy is already like, I want to jump across the stage. But she had this energy that complimented me to the point where I can really be a performer, because that's one thing she did say. Like, when we were doing the rehearsals, she said, listen, this is about you. I want this to be about you. I want this to be authentic. I want you to feel comfortable. So don't mind me. I'm here to support you. So she took herself out of artist mode just to uplift me in that moment. And that's why that moment is so powerful. It's definitely bigger than just us performing together.
Right.
It was a conversation we had. It was a moment we shared. We prayed before we went out there. It was really, really good.
I love that. You killed it. Well, Cardi B was a big fan of yours during the show and still is.
Yes.
I know you saw her Instagram post listening to your track, I Can't Change. What does it feel like to have Cardi B in your corner?
Man, like, it feels amazing. Like, what is another female rapper? Like, any of them. I've gotten a lot of success from female rappers, and all the feedback is positive. So, I mean, just with Cardi being one of them, it's amazing because she's great at what she does. So just to be recognized in that way and seeing the video, I lost my mind. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Like,
yeah, right. You're like, all
I feel like it was the show all over again. Like, if I had to pick an artist that I was nervous in front of, I would definitely say Cardi. Because we didn't see them before we performed, and it was like you see them the day of seeing them.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't even have you're just nervous right off the bat, and then you
nervous
go.
right off the bat. There is no pre-planned area there. There's no, like, nope. You're nervous right off the back. Immediately, they threw us in the pool bit, and we looking at them, and I'm like, man. Then they had all this jewelry on. I couldn't see them, so I'm like, man.
Damn. Would you ever want to collab with Cardi B?
Absolutely. I'm waiting on that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting on that. I think America's waiting on that. I think
Call her
America
up.
wants that.
Yeah.
We got to call Cardi. Like, I think America wants that, and I think it's definitely going to be up for debate. 2020, we'll see.
2020,
We'll
we
see,
will
guys.
see. That's an
We'll
exciting
see.
thing. Well, I actually want to ask about women in hip hop because there's been a lot of change over the past 20 or even 10 years, we could say.
Yeah.
Who are your biggest influences growing up?
My biggest influence is my first female rapper I ever seen was Eve. And
Eve.
Eve, okay,
baby.
my first female rapper I ever seen was Eve, and that blew my mind because she was one girl around a whole bunch of guys. And when I watched that, I'm like, man, she's dope. Like, she's the only one. She can stick with the best of them. So a lot of my favorite female rappers come from like Eve, Little Kim, she had Junior Mafia, Remy, she had her group as well. And these ladies are always super dear to my heart. Nicki Minaj, between Cash Money, they're dear to my heart. So I think when I see women come up like that, I'm always excited because their level of like endurance is probably times 10.
Right. And they're paving the way for you to blow it out.
Absolutely. And they've been supported. So I look up to those women.
I love that. Women supporting women, baby.
Amen, okay.
Do you think it's a different ballgame now, though, as opposed to back then when all female rappers sort of had to be associated with the male? I mean, you can kind of go off on your own now and you don't have to be attached to anyone, right?
Absolutely. I think it's still, at some point, I mean, the association isn't bad. It's just more so the respect that's given after it's associated. So I just feel like women are now at a point where we don't need to be associated, and that makes it even better.
Very well said. Well, speaking of hip-hop, on a sad note, I'm sure you heard the community is mourning as today we all learned of the tragic passing of rapper Juice WRLD. And I know that he actually did a freestyle to his hit, Lucid Dreams. How has his passing affected you? I mean, it's still very new, but I'm sure you have a lot to say about it.
Man, yesterday was a hard day. I do want to throw that out there. My team was trying to like get me together. Juice was always super authentic. And I know that's something that millions of people can hear in his music. So it was always inspiration to me when I would hear his music. And it was always authentic. It was always just who he is, how he's rocking. He's real mild, man. And he ain't trying to be, he ain't ganging it out. And even if he is, it don't even sound like it. It still sounds like you get away with it. Like, his music has always been cool. His energy has always been a vibe. So when I did do that freestyle, I was inspired by Lucid Dreams. And when I did the Lucid Dreams freestyle, he actually liked it. So I was really like excited about that. I'm like, man, like, it was a big shot growing up and seeing him as like one of our legends of this generation. So to see that we're losing out generational legends, it's sad.
Yeah, it was
sad.
I mean, it's too young to pass.
It's too young. It was too close for comfort. Too close for comfort.
It definitely makes, in those types of situations, though, at least it makes you sort of realize for everyone else, like, how precious life is and enjoy every single moment. Because you're just like that, you can go. And
but we need our legends, though. Like, we need our legends. No, we need our legends. Like, come on, because we don't have that many. Like, back then, we have so many other legends that paved the way and opened those doors. But now we're going through a generation that's keeping those doors open. And unfortunately, we are losing those people. So that's what really made it sad. And then he's 21, and I'm 25, so it's like really close. It's close to comfort. It's too damn close.
I'm 31. It's definitely close to comfort for me.
Okay, listen, it's too close. It's too close to everybody.
It
like,
is.
It's definitely a sad moment, and we love him, and we wish nothing but the best for his family and his friends.
Absolutely. We're all thinking about you guys.